stay is, I will go back to my colleague Malvika. Over to you.
Absolutely, Vaishali. We're going to take a look at where exactly this hotel was located, and that over there is the Malviya Nagar area, and how and key this location of this establishment became to how and why this incident unfolded. You have the Malviya Nagar area over there in New Delhi, and you can see exactly where is called the Flourish stay was located. This is the Horse Rani area of Malviya Nagar, and that is the exact location where it was located. Now you can see the narrow lanes. Once again, even when we take a look at this map, you can see just how narrow these lanes were, and there were no space for fire tenders, how cramped this entire area is. And at the corner of the street, as we'd earlier seen as well, is where this stay was located. And you can of course how important it became, the location, and to why this fire sort of became the hazard that it was. Now over here you have the Max Super Speciality Hospital in Saket. Again, a very important location with regards to this, because as we've seen, the distance between the two is just 500 meters, and as we know, many of the people staying over there were either kin of patients admitted at Max Hospital, or they were attendants who were working in Max Hospital, and the location is just 500 meters. Now we'd earlier seen that this the hotel, the Flourish Homestay, or had also advertised itself as a key location for people who are working in the hospital due to its proximity to it. So you can see how important again the location becomes when we speak about mostly foreign nationals being affected, mostly people who are already caring for or are kin of patients admitted at the Max Super Speciality Hospital. You can see that over here as well. Now over here, once again, we take a look at the exact the incident that had occurred, and this is your exact spot. Once again, you see the narrowness of the lanes, the cramped space, and what exactly it led to. What we've also heard from experts, from locals, from eyewitnesses, is this mushrooming of what are called these matchbox structures, due to which such fire hazards are taking place in this particular area especially, and otherwise as well. Yes, Vaishali, back to you.
All right, thanks Malvika. And I want to now go back to Mr. Dikshu Kukreja. He's a town planner. Mr. Kukreja, even if I talk about a market like Lajpat Nagar, if I talk about the central market there, look at the kind of wires hanging. Every market perhaps is a disaster when it comes to a fire hazard, because when it happens in one shop, we're sure that it's going to spread out to different shops and other buildings as well. Why is this in India really? Because when you go to the West, you don't see this kind of town planning. There's adequate space between structures. It's well organized. Why are we so haphazard, and what can be done about, structure planning really?
Well, that's a million-dollar question, I would have to say. Why are we so haphazard? Do we not understand? Do we not have the technology? I just think we lack the will. We are willing to look the other way. We just have that chalta hai attitude. It is something where we believe that, whatever has to happen will happen. So this kind of attitude is not acceptable, is not appropriate. Of course, there are ways to fix this. For example, when we did the vision plan and master planning for Ayodhya and the old town of Ayodhya, we removed all these old hanging wires, brought in sanitation. So all these kind of things, and it's happened world over. There are examples that old cities, European cities, which have existed for hundreds of years, are able to adapt themselves. This hanging wires or other issues that you're talking about can be taken care, can be built, and there has to be mechanism for funding it. If we are expecting the private enterprise or the private owners to come together and foot the bill, it's not going to happen. The taxpayers' money has to come forward and be utilized for these kind of things. But when will all this happen? It will only happen when we start valuing human life. The human life has no value here. Accidents continue to happen literally on a daily basis. today you are discussing this on NewsX channel. I fear that next month we might be having a discussion on disasters which will be caused, or the havoc that will be caused by the monsoon. Don't we know monsoon comes every year? We actually even know literally the date when it will arrive in Delhi. What are we doing about it? How are we solving these problems? Year after year, we face the same situation. And in the scorching summer that we have now, we know that electrical faults, electrical problems are taking place. These can only be solved when we are ready to fix the system. And the aspect of building 25 rooms where 5 rooms were permitted, not having fire escapes, not having proper setbacks between buildings, these kind of things are completely unacceptable, and nobody can say that they can't be seen. They are visible to the naked eye, they are visible to the passerby. Are they not visible to the local authority or the engineers or the officials or those government officials who come and use Max Hospital? Can't they see what's happening in the neighborhood of Max or anywhere else in our city for that matter? You know what? They are willing to look the other way. Until that happens, until we as citizens accept that, there's nothing that's going to fix it. I really urge the authorities now to come forward, and when our highest office of our country talks about creating a great country, a world-class city, then we all must join our hands and support that endeavor and make it happen.
Absolutely, Mr. Kukreja. And look at the